All right, so this is gonna be a hot take because I'm gonna be selling my Ascended Heroes booster bundles. And so today I got 6 of these for $75 each. And like I said before, we're in a bull market. And so like I'm trying to be more rational with my thoughts. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just gonna hold 3 to 5 years and then decide to sell, but like I'm not going to hold a lot of stuff. I have some things I'm going to hold. This is not one of the things I'm going to hold. This is hyped right now. And so my way of thinking of how I'm going to approach Ascended Heroes is I'm going to sell after a reprint. So here's my thought process. This is going to run up. Eventually a reprint's going to happen and then pricing is going to go down. And when that reprint happens, my goal is just to buy into that reprint. And then once I see the trend go back up, because this for some of the products that I want to get rid of, I'm going to base it off of trends. Some things I'm going to base it off of like a percentage gain. Like the first partner, that's mostly like percentage gain. As soon as I feel like I can get 60% profit, that's when I'm going to let that go. But for this, I'm going off of specifically trend. And so when it goes down, I'll buy more. And then when it goes back up and it passes its all-time high, that's when I'm going to sell into this. And so when that trend goes back up again a second time, that's when I'm going to let go of probably all 6 of what I bought today. And so I'll continue buying Ascended Heroes. I think it has a lot of potential for growth. I was going to buy this before everyone realized how popular this set was because Dragonite is one of my favorite Pokemon. So like it was a no-brainer for me from the get-go. But that's my goal when it comes to this actual particular product. And so I'm not going to hold on to a lot of things. I know a lot of investor bros are like, oh, hold on 3 to 5 years and then try to sell it. But like, honestly, like I'm not a big business, right? And so like, in order for me to get rid of product, it would be really, really hard because no one knows who I am, right? And so in 5 years, this is not going to be the hottest set. Would you still be able to sell it? Probably, because Sword and Shield still sells. But if you really think about it, like when I watch these videos, I'll be watching a lot of top content creators, and they'll say like, a lot of these older products are selling like 1 to 2 per day. In the grand scheme of things, that's actually a really low number. And I started thinking like, why do they kind of like talk about like how like they're going to hold and sell in 5 years? It makes sense. They've got, they got the clout to be able to do that. Like someone is going to buy off of them because someone trusts them. They're going to want to offload that product when they're ready to. And then someone's going to willingly take it from them because they watch their videos, they trust them, and they feel like they have a bond with this weird parasocial type of like interactive with this person. So it is easier for them to sell those things. For me, I just need to be realistic. One, I don't really need money like that. Like I'm not rich, but the goal is to be rich. But like I'm not gonna pretend like in 5 years I'm gonna have this clout to be able to just like sell all this stuff I'm buying, right? And so like if I have how many? Yes, I have like 33 SBCs right now, and I'm definitely gonna go more. Like I'm just, every time they're under like 270, like I'm buying it. Like it's like a no-brainer for me. But like the same process with that, like I haven't figured out exactly what my goal is for those, but I am going to remind myself when it comes to a product like this, like I am not going to hold 3 to 5 years. I'm not falling for that. I don't have the clout to be able to sell this in 5 years. Like I just don't. And so I'm going to watch these go up because that's what Ascended Heroes is doing. I'm going to watch it go up. When a reprint happens, whenever it happens, bundles are going to be hit because bundles are the easiest thing for them to reprint, right? This is what they're going to want to reprint the easiest. They're going to want to pre-print the easiest product to get the most packs out there as fast as possible to everyone that's relatively cheap. And so I'm going to watch that trend go down, buy into it because it's Ascended Heroes. It's going to go back up as long as we stay in the bull market. If it doesn't, then I'll buy into it and then invest in that way too, because then it's going to continue to trend down and I'll just buy more into it. And I feel like the upside when the bull market returns, I'll be able to get it. But I'm going to consider that the bull market's not going to end anytime soon. I don't think it's going to stop in 2026. Might be some downtrend, but overall, I think it's just going to keep pushing. I don't think it's going to stop in 2027. I don't think this is really going to stop until the print facility gets close to opening. And I think what that's going to do is I think that's just going to automatically scare people, especially if there's a dud set that's around at the same time. Because if there's a dud set and the print facility opens up, it's gonna be a lot of product that people feel like are out there. I don't really think it matters, but I think at that point, that's when it's gonna like really set in with people. And so because of that, my mindset is right now we're in a bull market. I'm not gonna think twice about it. I'm not gonna wait for a bear market. I'm gonna sell into the bull market. So uptrend, when it goes down, I know this is just my thesis, purely speculative. When it goes down, I'll buy into it. These 6 bundles that I got today, all for $75 each, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to send it straight to Probstein. I'm not complicating it. I'm not complicating it. That by that time, hopefully, as long as it's over 1,000. If it's not over 1,000, I'll need to reconsider what like my goal is. But it needs to be over 1,000 for the 6. And so, what is that? I don't know why I can't do math right now. Anyway, it's like 225 or something like that. Anyway, so, and I think they'll definitely get that. Like, if 151 can get there, this can get there, and then I'll try to get, hopefully I can get a little bit more at 75 before that happens. So get another deal. So that way it makes it easier to make it to the $1,000. So that way I'm not hit with a lot of fees and it's just a 5%. But I need to be at least have $1,000 worth during the second uptrend, and then that's how I'm going to sell it. I'm not looking for a top. I'm not looking for a bottom. But I am looking for a signal. And so uptrend, reprint happens, slight downtrend, and as soon as it gets back to all-time high, that's when we're going to sell back into it. And that's how I'm going to treat Ascended Heroes, at least for now. That's my goal. If you think that's a good plan, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts on how you're like attacking the bull market. But like I said, my main goal right now for this business is just cash flow. I'm not trying to make it complicated. I'm not trying to build a website. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm going to sell into the trend, ship it off in Probstein, buy some more, rinse and repeat, get some cash, and then hopefully in a bear market, whenever that comes, I'll have the opportunity to just buy whatever is left over that no one wants, and then hopefully do it the Rudy way. I do think it's going to play out a little differently this time. I think a lot of LGSs and other places, I think they're going to be a little bit more smarter. So I don't think it's going to be like other bull markets, because a lot of people are just holding product, even like bigger companies, and it's very apparent that like they're just not, they're releasing it out in sprinkles because they're doing it the Rudy way. Just hold the product, make it exclusive, and then as the price goes up, sell into it, right? So we're all just getting gypped. So everyone's getting scalped. I'm joining the party. This is how I'm gonna make money. Thank you for listening to my rant.